Each year, hundreds of musicians from around the globe attend Berklee's 5-week summer performance program. In the summer of 2009, the Pulse team picked 6 city music students from across the country. 2 from Memphis, 2 from Seattle, and 2 from Boston. We teamed up 1 junior and 1 senior and gave them a flip cam to film their lives. These are their stories of what it means to become a Berklee musician. The stakes are high, the competition is fierce, and everyone wants a shot at a full scholarship. 5 weeks, 6 musicians, 1 dream. This is Take 5.
I'm Kadeem Roberts. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Roxbury, Massachusetts. I'm a jazz guitar player.
Marshall. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Boston. And I'm a vocalist, yeah.
My name is Aaron Lau. I am from Seattle, Washington. I'm 18 years old and I play the bass.
Hey Berklee, my name's Austin DeVries. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Seattle and I play drums. Welcome to my hometown.
My name is Ashton Reichert. I'm an 18-year-old vocalist from Memphis, Tennessee.
I'm Jasmine Valentine. I'm a native of Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm 17 years old. I'm a vocalist here at Berklee College of Music, Summer Camp 2009.
Berklee City Music is a rigorous music education program that targets students in grades 4 through 12 and provides them with a popular music education and seeks to put them on par with school districts that have healthy music programs.
The 5-week summer performance program is actually put on by the college and is several years old. City Music provides scholarships for students to be able to attend the program.
Yeah, the 5-week program is really the only one of its kind in the world. So we developed our own theory classes and way of teaching theory, our own ear training classes and how to teach those things. And we developed a special ensemble program and lab program. They get private lessons. Everybody performs in the final week, and that's really important for them because a lot of them have never been on stage before. So this gives them an opportunity to see what it really is going to be like if they want to become a musician.
My first interest in music actually happened in the 5th grade when my band director handed me a trombone. After the summer, I forgot everything there was about that instrument. And so instead of playing trombone, I picked up a snare drum and started doing that, and just sort of fell in love with playing drums.
He got into this in 7th grade and hasn't stopped, going crazy with it ever since and expanding his musical knowledge.
Austin is all about music.
I started my career as a singer when I was about the age of 7. I had my first solo at church, and there was this old lady that was sitting on the outside pew, the middle aisle. I can remember as clear as day, and that was my first solo. I was so petrified and scared. You can see it all in my face, and when I used to sing, I used to cry. And she saw something in me, and she came to my mother. She was like, I want her to be a part of music. And she was like, I'm gonna pay for her to go to private lessons. And that's how I started.
When I was about 4 years old, I discovered that I wanted to sing and I wanted to be a part of choirs and I wanted to do anything that allowed me to sing. And so I was 4 years old and they wouldn't let me sing because I was too young. I turned 5 and they were preparing for the concert and I ended up singing lead.
I think he opened his mouth when he was about 8 months old to start talking, and then he started singing immediately. He was around 6 years old. He asked me, he said, Mom, how do I get into a play? And there was an audition for Playhouse on the Square in Memphis.
I showed up, all these other people had their portfolios and their lead sheets and their monologues prepared. I didn't, I was 7.
I said, well, Ashton, you're not really prepared for this.
I was just like, okay. I'm just gonna wing it.
So I said, well, what are you gonna sing?
So I got up on the stage, I sang an Elvis song.
And I don't know why he chose this. I guess it's a Memphis thing, but he sang "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog" and brought the house down, which was hysterical.
And that's kind of what opened up the door for me for music.
My father was a classical pianist who had given me piano lessons and got me listening and being involved with music very early on. My mom, who doesn't play an instrument but listens a lot, was also a big part of my musical upbringing. Both were very supportive parents, and I couldn't have been born into a better family.
Way back when, I wasn't into music, really. I was like everybody else. I was in a lot of video games and sports and playing outside and stuff. I didn't find music till later on in my life, which is obscure.
I was kind of surprised when he started high school. He told me he wanted to go to music school, and was kind of skeptical. I wish I knew earlier on. I would have put him in music, you know, because I didn't think he would be this driven.
I think when we first started doing the 5-week program, we probably had 180 or 200 students, and now we're getting close to almost 1,000 students for 5 weeks. In terms of ages, we like to keep it at 15 years old, and we go up from there. We've had people who have had master's degrees in music actually come to the program, and we've had people with doctor's degrees. We have people all over the world come to the program.
And then there's also the students who come to the 5-week program through the City Music Network. The City Music Network is a consortium of member organizations that have a very similar mission to City Music Boston. And right now we have membership organizations in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Newark, New Jersey, Los Angeles, Wilmington, Delaware, Richmond, Virginia, Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago.
So right now we are on top of the Space Needle. This is my first time up here actually. It's pretty scary. So right now you're looking at the EMP, which is where City Music meets every single Saturday during the school year. Right now we're going into the EMP, just to check it out. This is what it looks like on the inside. Very cool and modern. Right here is the assortment of Pearl Jam posters, which is a huge band that came out of Seattle for those of you guys that have been living in a cave. And then right here, this is JBL Theater. This is where we do most of our performances. Down here is actually one of the practice rooms that we use every week. There's the electric drums, which is kind of a pain to play on, but hey, you play what you play. And that's the EMP.
I'm a student at the Roland Hayes School of Music in Roxbury. It's a part of Madison Park Technical Vocational High School. That's the high school where I take my academics and stuff. This is the ensemble room. This is where we keep some of the standards that we learn or want to learn. Here's the wall of tunes. We're expected to have all these done by the time you graduate. It's a great school, amazing school. That's where I started and that's where I've been growing. First year I was in a music tech class. The second year I was forced to take guitar because the music tech teacher left. So I took guitar and piano, and I wasn't very good at guitar. It was my first year. I decided to make my major because I saw some future in it. I really liked it. I wanted to put a lot into it.
I've been a devoted singer for Stax Music Academy for like 6 years. I've been there ever since the ending of my 7th grade year, and I graduated from high school this year, so this is going to be a really, really emotional year for me, and I'm so grateful and so thankful for the people who were there, who were able to just watch me grow, and Stax is my family and I love it. I attended the Boston Arts Academy. It's a performing arts high school. We had jazz ensembles. We were able to travel. I've been a couple of places with my school learning other things about music, and it's just an amazing place to be.
Every one of these students, once they got here, it was like, I'm not from Cleveland, I'm not from Seattle, I'm not from Lawrence, I'm not from Lynn.
When students from the network come to the 5-week program, they're Boston kids.